Hey, all Salestools fans, thank you for tuning in. I want to share an update with you. About 2 years ago, I read an article about Segment, how he came in, joined the company, ran the growth, and what he did back then was saying, hey, the human is bottleneck. If we can automate our website traffic, reverse engineer who is on the website, segment emails based on that, and then auto email them, then we're gonna probably do better. The outcome was to produce $10,000 in new pipeline every single day by automating it. There was no product in the market automating that part, and I said to myself, I need that for my business. So we started out as Salestools building that automation. It's been a bumpy ride, but you know what? Today it's here. So stay tuned. I'm going to show you how. And by the way, go to Clearbit. You read here how to build a very complicated, very expensive solution and what the outcome of the results was. It's a great article. I'm going to drop it here below the video. But basically, this is what we do except the Matkudo API. This is what we do in one click with Salestools. So let's dive into it. You start out by making sure you have the JavaScript on your website from Salestools. That way we can reverse engineer companies that comes to your website. The good part about Salestools is every time somebody sends an email from our system, we capture the IP of the device, return that, and based on the domain name of the receiver. So our data set is growing rapidly every single day with each one of you. So that is lifting the results for everyone. Now, when we start an automation by saying visit website, you can put in the complete landing page URL if you want, just people visiting the pricing page. Maybe that's important to you. Then you fill that in. If that's not important, then you say, I start the process for any visitors. And there's a visitor tab up there where you can actually go in and say, hey, I only want to send to people that are not my customers. Then you can go in on the tracking setup. You can blacklist domains you don't want to contact, which is a great thing. Now, we told right now Salestools every time somebody comes to our website, we want to go to LinkedIn and prospect them. Now, in the case here of segment.com, they were trying to sell to engineers because they had a very, very unique workflow around that. So we're writing programmatic emails for them, which is very highly targeted around the buyer persona. So we suggest you do the same inside Salestools. You build buyer persona emails, which you can do on the templates, right? And then basically for every visitor, we can say we selling to the VP of engineering, CTO, or just a developer. Now the message is going to be very similar because they care about pushing code, buying it, make their life easy, and deploy, right? So every time there's a visit, we can tell Salestools, go to my Sales Navigator account, take this company name, search for the VP of engineering, the CTO and developer, download up to 5 people, we tag it so we can find it inside Salestools under my contacts later, we call it visited, and then I hit apply. Now we auto prospect these and it's building by automation 24/7 a lead list for you. But we want to have some action. So what I did was I already went in, I built a template. So I have a template here called visited. So I can go in and say visited prospects. I'm going to choose my mailbox that I'm going to send from. I'm going to hit it right here and I'm going to hit apply. So you can actually send up different emails in different flows from different employees if you want. That's an option. You can mix it as you like. Maybe before I send the email, I thought, hey, let me send them a LinkedIn request because that's a great idea. So I will do that. So I go connection request. They go LinkedIn connection request. So I'm going to send them a connection request because they came to a website. I'm going to write a message. I'm going to hit apply. Done. Now, one thing I learned by experience is since we capture that data from LinkedIn, we can verify 100% every single email, but the ones we do verify, one email, the rest we don't. So what I want to do is here, and I will have to delete this step and then put it back in. I want to put an email verification step. So I'm going to go after send a connection request, run the email verifier. If the email is verified, we email them. If it's not, then we continue sending LinkedIn request. So I go in here and said, you know what? We delay the function, so we wait 3 days before we do anything in LinkedIn, regardless of the connect to me today or tomorrow. But wait 3 days on every request. And then we're going to say we send them a LinkedIn message. Then I'm going to write my message. And for example, the customers we recommend Hyperice. If you have a Hyperrise account, you can send an embedded image. You can do that right here. You also come want the snapshot of the LinkedIn profile, and the function will come there, so you can have a snapshot of the LinkedIn profile and say with a picture, hey, I checked out your LinkedIn profile. And then you can put that in as well, just to give you some options. Then you can run your entire process, more delays, more messages to follow up. And in the end, if you haven't connected, we always recommend to run the connection remover. So you have it right here, withdrawal connection request. So withdraw the request in the end of every flow. Now, if the email was verified, we put in a delay, we set the email template, and so on and so forth. You build the entire flow as it fits your business. Then you can always go in after you hit save and start. You're going to see stats, how many companies did we prospect, where are they? So you get the full stats all the way down. The stats will be turned on when you start the process. And then every day, basically, when somebody comes to your website, and when you watch this video, there was visitors on your website, you did nothing about it. But right now, when you turn this on, it's going to start prospecting, emailing, connecting on your behalf 24/7. We can even, in the next update, add the time zone it runs. So you might only want to run during your business hours, but we do recommend have it running live, because then somebody visit right now, we prospect them and reach out to them, we reach them in their time zone, and follow-up is going to be in their time zone. So that's the most efficient flow. But this is what Segment spent hundreds of thousands of engineering dollars and software license with the Clearbit to do. They produce $10,000 in pipeline a day. What I want you to do is turn your website from just being a stale website with some forms waiting for somebody to chat to become an automated lead magnet. So go in and install Salestools right now. This is, for me, the most unique and impressive development we have done in the last years. And this is something we put our head to develop 2 years ago, but based on all the aspects out there, it wasn't possible. You can even, if you have Tech Tracker, you can say companies using Salesforce, we only want to prospect those. You can hyper target, and you can set down, okay, if a company visiting for Salesforce, we have a message going out. If they visit with Pipedrive, it does this, and you can build different automations and fully automate it. So I don't know what you're waiting for. Gain more leads from your website today. This is the power of Salestools. If any questions, please write us. Thank you.